All right, people. Hello, welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. We have the penultimate weekend of the Premier League coming up. Lots of very important games. Some games are literally being played on the beach, and others have games to things to play for. Hopefully, there's a whole bunch of goals. So let's get a whole bunch of likes on the video. Subscribe to
Yeah.
the channel. Get that notification bell on. Uh, Next up, the Beach Bash, the on the beach clash. Fulham hosting Crystal Palace.
It's a
Uh,
derby.
it is a derby, so that's they'll be up for it for if for no other reason than it being a
Bragging
London
rights.
derby. Um, I don't know what to expect at all from this one. Mitrovic is back.
I
Mitrovic is
think
back again.
I think it'll be interesting because we know Wilf isn't going to do anything, but does Eze really put on a performance again or not? That's my question when I'm trying to make my pick here. Is like, what can I expect from Eze?
I think Roy will be sure they're focused.
Yeah,
He'll try to get a game out of him, even though it's we can't really do anything more than we've already done this season. Um, you want to share yours first?
writing it down now. I'm gonna go. We go with Fulham winning. I think that you have to take into consideration that Mitro is back. The first goal he scored, it was like, all right, he's ready to score a bunch of goals now, even though it doesn't matter. I do have the questions about Eze. I'm gonna give Palace 2, but I'm gonna give Fulham 3. So 3-2 to Fulham.
3-2 to Fulham. I like to hear a different score.
I know you do.
That's lovely. I didn't think there'd be as many goals. I called a Mitrovic brace and an Eze
So 2-1.
goal, so we call it
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, that's what I got.
X thinks it's 2-1 as well.
Yep.
Does it Palace have a shot, or are they just beach mode?
I think they're
Every
more
time I
beast
think
mode
they're
than
beach
Fulham.
mode, they come out and they play like
Beast
they
mode.
actually care.
Beast mode.
What are we saying, Lewis?
2-2.
2-2.
Ooh.
You call them these barnstormers, man. It's in the
I think this is the point of the
games.
season where everyone's auditioning,
A little relaxed.
place.
Yeah.
and I think the defending will be soft, and they just want to be. I think the games will be really open because,
Yeah.
especially for this one. I mean, who cares if someone scores against you, right?
Like a good old
Yeah.
alumni game.
Should be fun. Yeah. Should be a fun one. Should be a fun one, absolutely. In another game that this one actually means a lot to both teams, Liverpool hosting Aston Villa at Anfield. Um, I personally think this one's going to be a barnstormer.
Yeah.
To be back and forth, going to be some goals.
It's
Mo
at
Salah's
Anfield,
going to have
so
some fun. Ollie Watkins going to have some fun. I've called a 3-2 to the Reds, the Liverpool. God, I don't like it. You're shaking your head. I don't like that.
I just wrote down 3-2 before you started this segment.
Oh, got him.
Like seriously, because it's Anfield. We know there's going to be a bunch of goals.
Yep.
It's Anfield, but we also know that Liverpool is on this insane run, and you can't pick
They're
them
not
to lose
dropping a
right now.
game. They're not dropping a game, right?
Half of your picks have been the same as mine.
I know
Yeah.
it's insane.
You see,
And
you
there's
say
proof
that.
that they've been written
You
down
say that.
beforehand.
You say that, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, but this is gonna be a good game. I don't know if some of those defensive frailties are gonna come to the front, so it should be fun. Should be a fun one to watch. I think it's in the 10 o'clock slot, so it's probably the one I'll tune into, or might double screen it. Who knows? What you saying, X?
I wanted Lewis's first. I'm just kidding.
I'll go first.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I got it going 2-0 to the to Pool.
2-0 to Liverpool. No goals for Villa.
No, it's at Anfield. I think they're gonna lock it down. while Villa is on a resurgent, Pool is on form, and they're really gunning to make a
7
point
straight.
to really
Yep.
make a point and to really make a run at getting in and maybe even costing United that slot.
Wouldn't that be beautiful?
I would rather Liverpool than United. Like
So would
I'll
they.
say that. Yeah, I'll say it every day of the week. A little bit of bias here because I want Liverpool to finish strong, so that way United does maybe not get into Champions League. I'd like to see them, fail out of Europa again.
I'm sure Lewis would feel the same way.
Yeah. So Liverpool 2-0. But I think Unai's done amazing things. I will say
Oh,
that
yeah.
caveat. Unai's done
Absolutely.
amazing things turning Liverpool around from where they were when he came, or sorry, Villa
Villa,
from where they
yeah.
were when he came in. They were, where they were lower than us.
16th.
And yeah, they were lower than us. And
Killing
comes
it.
in and really kind of makes a competition out of it and kind of got a hopeful of a European spot. And
I don't know, man. I need Villa to oust Spurs just to knock them out of all of Europe. What you saying, Lewis?
I would rather see United get gypped than Spurs get ousted completely. That's just me. I hate United.
I think Emi Martinez is going to have an amazing game. And I got a 1-0 Liverpool.
1-0 to Liverpool.
Only one.
Only one.
Well, Mo
Not many
Salah
can do it.
action.
I don't
Not many
think it's
can do it.
Salah.
Well,
But the only
Darwin
team-
Noodles.
The only team to beat Liverpool at Anfield in the league beat them 1-0, and it was the Leeds United States of America who are
Need one.
visiting West Ham.
Need one.
Desperate, absolute desperation station, and West Ham still need at least a point to survive as well. So this one, I've got another barnstormer. I've got goals. I've got 2-2.
Ooh.
Yeah, that desperation factor. This is the one that Big Sam's his talk is gonna really have to be backed up. So he's gonna have him up for it. I think it's at West Ham. That's why I didn't think Leeds would be able to win. But West Ham really gave a shift on Thursday. So yeah, 2-2. Still think Leeds are going down.
So it's interesting you bring that up. So I went and looked at how West Ham performs after a Europa League game. And unless they were playing City or Arsenal, they win the next week. So I've kind of gone back and forth on the score here. I've got West Ham winning. I'm going to go 2-0 to the Hammers.
I like it. That's a vastly different pick. It's good. We like different picks.
0-0.
Oh,
Ooh.
ooh.
Making them
Nothing.
save it to the last week.
Both
Who's West Ham
bad.
meant the last of the week? Hold on.
Both bad.
No, I think if I think there's a chance that Leeds are relegated this weekend. If Forest beat Arsenal and Leicester beat Newcastle and Leeds lose, that might be done and dusted for Leeds.
Well, Everton's only clear by 1 point.
Oh yeah, well Everton have to beat Wolves as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be so Leeds are gonna have to bring it.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to bring it for sure. Because it's who do they? I think they play. Actually, I think Leeds play Spurs on the last day.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. What do you think, Lewis?
You know, it's a very. I don't know why I just did that. Hold on a second. There it is. I don't know why that happened. I hit the button. I'm going to pick. I think West Ham will be drained from the excitement of advancing to a cup final.
1976 is their
And
last European Cup final.
and from that, I think they lose the game. I think they
No
lose.
way.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna go 1-0.
1-0 to old Big Sam.
So
And
so
Leeds.
West Ham's gonna lose. They're gonna have who do they have the last week now?
West Ham played Leicester on the final day.
They played Leicester. So we're gonna have a Leicester West Ham final day for who stays up.
Wouldn't that be beautiful?
That'd be something. That will be something.
I got
Absolutely.
Leeds 1-0 over West Ham.
Oh man. And then Leeds on the final day are gonna take Spurs down. I love it.
The script writers, they're in.
Script writers setting it up. Well, another team down there in the relegation battle that absolutely have to have it. Everton travel to Molineux to the Black Forest to play the Wolverhampton Wandering Wolves, who they're wandering all right, wandering down to the beach, as we say. Except for Diego Costa, he's gonna try to fight somebody or something crazy. So I think Everton are going to be desperate, though. It's that desperation station. But Wolves, the Enigma team, so tough to call. They didn't really show much versus United, but it's at home, and they've done things at home this season. But yeah, I just think the fact that they're not, they don't have to have anything, and Everton absolutely do. It's going to be a bit too much energy from Everton, and I've got Everton winning 1-0. Pulling it out. Maybe it was a little bit of a heart pick because I don't want to see Everton go down.
Yeah, they're the longest running Premier League team that hasn't gone down yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I actually have it 2-1 to Everton because the enigma that is Wolves will probably find a goal at home. But I think Everton, we see, plays more like they did against Brighton than they did against City, because City is a totally different monster.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Everton wins this and makes for an interesting final day, because that would put Everton at 35 points and Forest would be flirting with danger.
Yeah, that's what Forest are going to have to bring it versus Arsenal. It's going to be that one's going to be an interesting one. But what are we saying about this one, X?
1-1.
1-1. Diego Costa spoiling the party
on some deflection, reflection.
Yeah, a clear Diego Costa goal.
Yeah.
It's gonna
have a little mirror in his
pocket. And my boy,
have a little mirror in his pocket, and he's gonna blind the goalkeeper.
He's gonna blind the guy. Yeah. And then my boy Iwobi.
There you go.
Iwobi.
I love it. What do we think, Lewis?
I got 2-0 Everton. The Toffees will be playing for something, and I think Wolves don't care, and they're one of the most unpredictable teams I've ever seen in my life at this point in the season. So I got Everton winning 2-0 to make it that much more interesting, because I'm going to be a conspiracy theorist on this one, because the news about American owners have come in to get Everton. The Prem is like, wow, we need that American money, because they spend a lot of money and get no results. We just need them to be here so we can take that cash.
Where are you going with this?
I'm not talking about any other blue team, but what I'm saying is that they're going to keep the American owners in the Premier League, because why would you purchase a team that's about to get relegated?
Good point.
Fair enough.
It's an interesting point.
Yeah. Well, if you're excited about this weekend, as excited as I am, maybe not so much about the league coming to an end, but it is this penultimate weekend. Lots of very, very important action going on. go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Let's get the likes up on the video and get that notification bell on. We'll definitely be back really, really soon. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here, and have a good night.